Hey, welcome to another episode of The American Dream. I'm your host, Craig Sowing, the only show that combats negative media by highlighting the amazing real estate and lifestyle in this country. We've got an amazing show for you today covering a global story, national stories, and even local stories from your own backyard. Let's get The American Dream started right now. The American Dream welcomes you to Anguilla.
If I could have the opportunity to come here every other weekend or once a month, I most certainly would.
But wait till you see the backyard, right?
I can't believe that this is a job.
It was just great to explore the island and take the boat ride that we did for the day.
Oh my goodness, what do we have here?
You have to take a moment in your life and spend some time on this island.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Part of the American Dream is dreaming big. On today's episode, we're going to visit Anguilla, a little island off of the South Coast where Richard Steinberg, top broker out of New York City, shows us around the Four Seasons. We took the American Dream crew out there. And why? Because part of the American Dream is being able to travel, spend time with your loved ones, even time with yourself. You're going to love what we have to show you about Anguilla. Let's check this out right now. The American Dream for years has been defined as something we achieve through sacrifice, risk-taking, and hard work. But in newer times, people have come to realize that the American Dream is also a matter of time. Time for family, time for friends, time to reconnect with yourself. And Anguilla might just be the ideal place for that. So the question is, if money can't buy you happiness, can it buy you something even more valuable? Time. As we pull up to this Four Seasons, the first thing you think is how beautiful it is.
You come through these big gates, you see these amazing villas, and they park the car, and from there on out, it's golf carts only throughout the resort.
As I'm walking up to the Four Seasons for the first time, I realize I have never seen a resort like this. It's so clean, it's so modern. There's not a door in the hotel or resort. It's just open air. You know, it's a place that like only a climate like this could afford for.
When you walk around the resort, the colors that you see are always like a blended tone of beige, grays, whites, and then that's a backdrop against the turquoise that you see in the ocean and the sky. It almost doesn't look like it's real.
You just get hit with this feeling of just calm and serenity, where you look out over this beautiful ocean and all of a sudden like everything just slows down immediately and you're in paradise.
Something about me and you that makes it work like we do, so unpredictable.
You know, we're bringing Anastasia Ashley along on this trip because Anastasia Ashley has become a voice for beach living and ocean living all over the world. You know, millions of people follow her all over social media as really an expert in what the best beaches, the best surf breaks, the best coastal lifestyle is. And so we thought at The American Dream, bringing Anastasia Ashley into this, we would give people a glimpse not only into the Four Seasons Anguilla, but bring not just experts in real estate, but experts in lifestyle.
The best kept secret in the Caribbean is definitely Anguilla. I've been all over the world, seen so many beaches, and I gotta say that this place definitely lives up to the hype.
We have the most amazing beaches in the world.
What I'm going to do, I think, is take you on a tour.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the show in Anguilla, but let's not forget, it's called The American Dream for a reason. Let's talk about our country. This is a national TV show that highlights cities all across the country. Let's go check out what's happening in your backyard right now.
I'm so excited because today you brought me back to my stomping grounds. I grew up in Temecula. I don't get back here as often as I'd like, so I know a lot has changed, right?
Yes, a lot. This town has grown so much. We have 3 high schools now. We have so much development in the area, and it's just booming.
Right, 3. I went to Temecula Valley High, so that was one great school, but now we have 3.
Yeah.
And we're standing in front of one.
Yep.
One of the top rated schools, right?
We are at Great Oak High School. This is a high school that all of my buyers who care about the school system, this is where they want to live. They want to live within the boundaries of Great Oak High School. I myself have 2 high school students here, and this is the exact reason that we purchased our home to be in the Great Oak boundary.
That's fantastic. I know Temecula is very much like a family-oriented town, which brings a lot of people. It's such a great community.
It is. It's beautiful. I'm from San Diego, but when we knew we were going to have kids, we did what everybody else does. We moved where there's affordable housing and great schools, and Great Oak fulfills that for us.
Absolutely. Not to mention they're across from an incredible park as well, right?
Yeah. Birdsall Park is the biggest sports park here in Temecula. It's the largest and the newest as well.
And I imagine your kids love coming to the park. So what are some activities that you see people here?
This is a huge soccer area. This is where all the soccer moms and the soccer games take place. There's basketball courts, there's a running track. There's so much to do here. There's a cute tot lot for the little ones.
Oh, how cute.
So I used to bring my kids here when they were little, and my kids now migrate this way after school and kind of hang out as well. We're on our way to Morgan Hill. We're gonna be at a beautiful 2-story home with a view. It's on the canyon, and that's what kind of distinguishes Morgan Hill from other upscale communities, is that we're a little bit farther away from Pachanga, a little bit from the traffic. We're closer to the wineries, and a lot of our homes offer views.
It's fantastic. I'm excited. Let's check this house out.
All right.
I'm so impressed. What a beautiful entryway you have here. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. It's custom tile put in many years ago, and we are now sitting in the Morgan Hill community.
So great. And what I love too is I'm looking around the community, every house looks different.
Yeah.
So it's unique and everyone has their individual home. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful up here. I love it. So I featured a 1-story before, but we're in the neighborhood of Somerset, which is a subsection of Morgan Hill. And this particular community only has 2 stories.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like me some stairs, right? So I can't wait to see this house.
Awesome. Well, it's a 5-bedroom home plus a loft. It has 4.5 baths, and it's got no rear neighbors, so that's the big draw.
That's so nice.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, I think we should check it out.
Let's check it out.
Yes. Wow, Marie, this is exceptional. This is a stunning home.
Isn't it? It's a great family home. There's plenty of space for everybody, and everybody can have their own private space if they wanted to.
I love the floor plan. I feel like every room we enter, it's just this huge, grand home.
Yeah, lots of light, but wait till you see the backyard.
Right? I know. You're talking about this, so I think we should check it out.
Take a look.
Marie, you weren't joking. This is a gorgeous backdrop. I think this home is fantastic.
Isn't it great? There's a lot of privacy. There's no one right behind you. There's nice wrought iron gate, so there's no blockage of the view. And there's a balcony where the view is awesome.
Oh, I can't even imagine. I'm sure that's spectacular if this is. I could see myself in that hot tub every day, all day.
Definitely, for sure.
It's such a beautiful community to live in.
It is. It offers a lot of stuff. There are people from empty nesters to brand new families. It offers a wide variety of activities for every age group. It's really a great place to live.
It seems that way. It seems like the whole package in one.
It is, for sure.
So thank you so much for showing us this beautiful home.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it.
All right, let's take it back to the island. Richard Steinberg and David Fallarino, these are two power players out of New York City who flew us out to Anguilla to check out this Four Seasons. It is an amazing property. We talked to the guests, the management team, got to know that area so well, so much fun, and then we jumped on a boat. And that's not all the jumping we did. Let's go check it out.
We're here with José, who's the general manager of the property and the best general manager in the Caribbean. José, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about this property, and I know you stay here personally, and what makes it so amazing, and how do you do it?
Well, it's no secret that people love coming to Anguilla because we have the most amazing beaches in the world, but what makes it really special are the Anguillans. The Anguillans have a big heart, and generations of visitors have continued to come to Anguilla because they made connections with the people here. Yeah. And they keep coming back because they want to continue to see those people and see their kids and see how they've grown throughout the years. And they feel like they're part of family. So one of the things that we like to say for our property is, we want you to feel like you belong.
The Four Seasons brand is always something that you know you can trust, but this is beyond ridiculous. Walking down the pathway, we're going to go to the Sunset Lounge. Look at this. No walls, no doors. Everywhere you look is the blue ocean. We're at Meads Bay, where it meets Barnes Bay, two of the most beautiful beaches in the entire Caribbean. Crazy, right? You can swim here, you can snorkel, you can go further out and scuba dive. You can even have lunches on some of the sandbars.
The Four Seasons is incredible and has a stellar reputation all over the world. Well, why is that? Because like here in the Caribbean, their hard work is put into making sure your time is entirely your own. Their core belief is that life is richer when you truly connect to the people and the world around you. David Fallarino talked to a couple of the resort guests to see what they thought about Anguilla.
I'm Andrew Newfield. This is my new wife, Erin Newfield.
Hi.
What we love most is, so we're obviously on a honeymoon, and the exclusivity, the untouched beaches, everything's beautiful. It lends itself to be a very nice, remote, relaxing vacation.
And from New York, this is so easy to get to.
Correct.
So convenient.
Yes.
Very easy. Flying direct back into JFK, so.
Amazing.
Nice and easy.
So it's our mum's 60th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so her friends picked it. Tonight we're heading to Banky Banks to hopefully see some great live music.
Oh, that's the best place on the island.
Oh, awesome.
We're here at the Four Seasons Residences. Richard Steinberg is the head of sales here. He's going to take us on a tour. Right now we're entering this 4-bedroom villa. This is on the beach, on a cliff. It is absolutely insane. Let's go inside and check everything out.
Welcome, so come on in. What I'm going to do, I think, is take you on a tour. But let's start with the entertaining floor. So you have your swimming pool and your jacuzzi. You have multiple terraces that overlook your entertaining outdoor area. Check out the private beach access. Gives you unlimited access to these miles and miles of beach.
Anguilla's laid-back culture is second to none, and we decided to take full advantage of it by taking a boat tour around the island and enjoying the views while in good company with loved ones.
I'm making memories with you. All of the stupid things we do. We may be young, but we are wild and free, making memories.
We made a pit stop at a spot famous for cliff diving. However, not all of us were brave enough to try.
I don't think I have to tell you that I didn't do it because there's no way, I'm afraid of heights. So I didn't do it, but even to watch the people climb up and jump is really cool.
Somebody had the bright idea of jumping off of a cliff. I didn't do it, I didn't partake. It was high.
You know, I'm scared to jump off the cliff. I don't know if it's because, you know, I've got a little bit of a dad bod this year, or it's because I'm not 100% certain that I can jump off a 50-foot cliff and land feet down.
Of course I jumped off the cliff. You only live once. Look, if Anastasia Ashley can do it, and Randee Sowers, my fiance, can do it, I sure as hell am gonna climb up on that cliff and jump off. Yeah, I second guessed it every step of the way, but it was a cool experience, and the water was warm, so I jumped in. It was fun.
I'm making memories with you. All of the stupid things we do. We may be young, but we are wild and free, making memories.
After a long day on the boat, it's time for some lunch. And what better place to do it than Sandy Island? This island opened in 1984 and was originally just a little shack with a basic grill and a cooler to keep the drinks cold. Today, Sandy Island has a fully functional bar where you can get all the well-made rum punches you want, and the seafood is freshly caught same day and straight to the grill.
Jojo, where are we? Sandy Island. Sandy Island. Got some mahi-mahi, some crayfish, and some shrimp. Jojo, what's the authentic Caribbean cuisine? Crayfish. Crayfish? Yeah, indigenous. And who comes through here? Everybody. Stars, singers, basketball players, football players, everybody. And the only way to get here is by boat. By boat.
I love being with the American Dream team down there.
You know, the American Dream takes great care in making sure that the people telling the stories are the people who are really close to the story.
Well, I can't tell you how much we enjoyed our time in Anguilla. Look, part of the American Dream is being able to spend quality time with your loved ones, and that's exactly what we did. Also, for us, it's about sharing the story with you and inspiring you. That's my hope with this show. Don't forget, though, the American Dream is about highlighting real estate and lifestyle in our cities all across the country. Let's take a look at your next local market update in your city.
So my friends always ask me, Sokha, what is there to do out where you live in Temecula? Well, let me tell you, this town has blossomed so much in the last 13 years that I've lived here. It is phenomenal. There's so many good restaurants, fun bars, great places to hang out now. It's not just antique shops anymore. So let me take you to one of my favorite places, Delicious Eatery. Hi, thank you. Hey.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Kenneth?
Doing well.
Good. Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get a chance to interview you today. This is one of my favorite places to eat.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited that you're here.
Awesome. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about Delicious and the history of it?
Okay. So we started in San Diego as a food truck in 2012. We had 3 trucks going around San Diego, stopping at businesses, lunches, beer fest, all these cool events, right?
Yeah.
And then we decided we wanted to do a full-on eatery in our hometown of Temecula. So we do like very nicely built salads with a lot of proteins and a lot of fresh ingredients.
Yeah, that's actually, I know you guys have some great stuff. I think salad's one of my favorite. The lobster rumble is another one. Yeah,
yes.
That's another one. What is another favorite that you guys have here?
Our Delicious burger is a very great option. It's a nice 8-ounce burger loaded with bacon jam, smoked Gouda, bacon, all sorts of.
So which ones have won an award so far? Like I know that you have been on the Great Food Truck Race,
yes.
Am I right?
We were on season 2 of the food truck race.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Yeah, it was an event that was Food Network. Tyler Florence hosts it, and it was a great event for the food truck to be on.
I'm super excited that you get to finally meet the man behind all this great food and all the different recipes. Are all these recipes yours?
Yes,
or?
so I do all the menu development.
Okay.
Crazy ideas. Everybody's like, oh, it's hangover food, it's drunk food, you know.
No, I have come here plenty of times to pregame.
Exactly. It just sits there and it helps you pregame.
Yeah, awesome. So I hear you guys have a lot of really cool events throughout the week.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about what you guys do. Is it like on a rotating schedule, or how does that work?
We do a lot of events. Every Tuesday we have family trivia. It's from 7 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
They do theme nights sometimes, so you know, like Disney, Avengers, so like that type of stuff. On Wednesday nights, we do a lot with breweries in San Diego. So we do a keep the pint night. So you come in, you buy one of the beers, and you get to actually keep the glass.
Oh, nice.
We have 47 beers on tap.
That is
the largest in Old Town. So we have a good collection of beers, all craft.
You're giving Yard House a run for their money.
Exactly. On Friday and Saturday nights, we have live music, small local bands, kids from high schools and stuff like that will come sing on Friday, Saturday nights.
So I believe you have a little secret that not too many people in Temecula know about?
You're correct. You want to come see?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, what do we have here? This is amazing.
Oh my gosh, this is such a neat little room. I can't believe I've never been in here before.
Yeah, thank you for joining us in the apparition room. Our inspiration behind this area is we fell in love with speakeasies in like New York and San Francisco, Chicago. So we went to a bunch of those, and we just wanted a more of adult friendly, and like date night, casual space for our guests. So Devilish is more family friendly. This is more adult friendly.
What are some of the, I mean, every bar has a specialty, right? Do you guys have a specialty for the apparition room?
We do a great cocktail. It's called the Campfire. So you get a whole little setup with a marshmallow that's roasted, and we smoke the marshmallow with a glass, and then it's a campfire sour. We do a lot of hands-on cocktails. So the bartenders do a lot of talking with the guests, seeing what they enjoy, what your personal preference is. Like, do you like sweet? Do you like sour? Do you want spirit, refreshing? All those questions. And they'll even make your own cocktail.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, that's really neat.
So, yeah, it's a really fun experience.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for giving me a tour of everything. It is such a beautiful place. I am really, really looking forward to return shortly. So, I mean, maybe in a few weeks.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome, thank you so much.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too.
Well, that's all for today's episode of The American Dream, where we took you global. We went to Anguilla off of the South Coast. Hope you enjoyed the time on the island like we did. Today's show was also about teaching you something even more in-depth. It's about time. Time is your most valuable asset. We got to spend quality time with power players out of New York City, and Richard Steinberg, his wife Reneé, David Fallarino, his wife Paula, Seth O'Byrne, Jessie O'Byrne, and my fiance, Randee. We all got to spend some quality time together. Money cannot buy you happiness, but time, it is your most valuable asset. Make sure you invest it wisely. That is the essence of the American dream. As we part here today, check out some highlights from our trip, and we'll see you next week.
So my favorite part about Anguilla has to be the Four Seasons Sunset Lounge, which may be my favorite outdoor place at any hotel in the world that I've been to. I mean, this place is magical. You just go there, you hang out with friends, you can eat, you can drink, watch the most beautiful sunset, which it seems like in the world, and it is magical.
I loved being with the American Dream team down there. As far as I'm concerned, it's one of the best lifestyle programs I've ever seen. Forget being associated with. And I think it just, if it makes sense, gave me a little bit of a calmer outlook on life because the place was just so beautiful.
You know, this is such an exciting way to market new projects like this because, you know, the American Dream takes great care in making sure that the people telling the stories are the people who are really close to the story. It's not a third-party show where we talk about what someone else did. when we flew down to Anguilla, we experienced everything that we talked about. And we did so with the manager of the hotel and the bartender of the hotel and the families that live across the street from the resort. You know, we really got into the culture, and I feel like we're reporting back firsthand what it's really like. And that level of authenticity, I think, is something it's sort of rare in the media landscape, and it's really important.
Definitely come down for yourself, see what the hype's all about, because you know why? Don't take it from me, I've just been to every beach in the world, and this is on my top 10.
I really like the way the Four Seasons was designed. Now, the entire island's amazing because you really do feel unplugged. I mean, here in the U.S., we're so plugged in. We got our phones, our laptops, and it's just this 24/7 thing. You go there, and life just slows down dramatically. And what the Four Seasons does is they really bring the essence of that. So, can money buy you happiness? No, it can't. But you work hard, and hopefully that can afford you some more time with your loved ones. And time is your most valuable asset.